Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris back with you with another unboxing review video, and today's a special day, guys. We are unboxing and reviewing the smartphone holder with FM transmitter. And if you guys are unfamiliar what an FM transmitter is if your car is a little bit older and you don't have an AUX cable that directly plugs into your smartphone into your head unit, and then you can play music from your smartphone over your car speakers. Unfortunately, mine's a little bit older. Mine's a 2006, it's a BMW, but it does not have an AUX cable input adapter. So this works out absolutely fantastic. Again, smartphone holder with FM transmitter right there, plugs into your cigarette lighter. You can't go wrong with that, guys. It's right there within reaching distance, very safe, and just a great product. So real quickly here, let me just show you the box real quickly. We have, of course, the front here where your smartphone holds, sideways, vertical, doesn't matter. Then you have your input here for your cigarette lighter, FM transmitter digital inputs here. And real quickly, let me read you the features here. The plug and product into your car cigarette socket directly, DSP technology, full duplex noise and echo suppression, voice prompt function, 87.5 megahertz FM through 108 megahertz full FM frequencies. You can answer in, reject, and take hands-free calls. Very cool. You can play MP3, WMA, format files from a USB disk, support AUX in, so it actually has an AUX in, or it supports it. Charge another device from USB port. Wow. Power off memory, infrared remote control, automatically connect after power on, built-in speaker 2W output. Fantastic, guys. Specifications: Bluetooth version 2.1, the frequency of Bluetooth working 2.4 gigahertz, the connecting distance of phones and this device is 0 through 15 meters, the effective distance of microphone is 0 through 50 cm, FM transmitting frequency, again, I mentioned that 87.5 through 108 megahertz. Voltage, DC 12 volt through 24 volt. USB output 5 volt 1 amp. Support cell phone range 58 through 105 millimeter width. The environment temperature -10 through 70 degrees Celsius. And fantastic. And even on the side of the box, it shows minimum width, maximum width. You place the phone right here so you can actually measure it right there. I'll be testing this with a Android huge 6.4 Z Ultra by Sony and an iPhone 6. So if the Z Ultra fits, of course your iPhone 6 Plus is going to fit. Again, Bluetooth, hands-free, playing music, USB charging, supports speaker, FM transmitter, supports phone holder. Guys, this is a lot better than I initially thought. I didn't know it had all these features. Very cool. Let's go ahead and open it on up now that we've gotten the features out of the way. Alright, as we open it on up, guys, go ahead and slide it on out. Empty box there. And I did not know it comes with the remote control. Look at that, remote control right up top right there. Let's go ahead and unrelease that guy right there. We'll grab the remote control. We'll get some close-ups of this in just a little bit. Thin remote control there. Very nice, all black with white kind of gray buttons there. And we have our little instruction manual. I read most of the directions, but it kind of just shows you how to set it up using the remote control. Kind of all the boring stuff there. And let's go ahead and go over here to, it even does have a small AUX cable. It does actually have a fuse right there. It comes with a fuse. So you have an extra fuse there. And now for the FM transmitter here. And it is on a little swivel thing here, so that's really cool, guys. So that again can go down like that. You plug that into your cigarette lighter. Now let's say on my BMW it's going to be a little different. So on my BMW, I'm going to actually have to raise it up like this and go straight down because my BMW has the socket straight down. But other people, you can swivel it, plug it in like that, straight in. You can even swivel this guy down and swivel this stuff all around. Very nice product, guys. And so again, right here, we have our cell phone holder here that attaches, and then you just slip it up so it ranges goes up and down. So there's a little arrow button here. You push that in, push that up, Push that in, push that down, and then it locks into place there for your cell phone. Nice rubber there so you don't scratch your phone. Nice rubber at the top so you don't scratch your phone either. Very nice, guys. Again, our FM transmitter here. Let's get a close-up shot of this, and then let's go ahead and take it downstairs, plug it in. Let's see what this thing can do. Alrighty, guys, here's the remote control. Just nice and simple. Again, we have some buttons up here that are gray, some buttons that are black. You can actually take phone calls, phone calls right on the remote control. Very, very nice. Looks like it does come with a battery. Let's go ahead and double check. I do see some plastic sticking out, which normally means that you have to remove the plastic and then the connectors grab holes, so during storage it doesn't, yep, there we go. We have our battery right there. Very nice, guys. So in order to use that, you would undo that plastic there so that the contacts can make contact there. Very nice. Again, you can see my thumbnail there. Very thin remote control. Fits in my palm. Very nice. Coming over here to the AUX cable real quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. And again, does come with a little fuse. Not really sure where that goes right off the bat, and guys, the AUX cable, I take that back. It does actually look like it's about 2 feet long once it's completely stretched out. So that's about a 2-foot AUX cable. If you need anything longer than that, definitely go pick one up. I'll link it below. Also, guys, look at this bad boy right here. This is very, very nice. So here we have, again, tune-based FM. You can take phone calls, phone calls right here, skip through tracks, all that fun stuff. Here is our little button again, which you push that in and it puts up like that. Very nice. Again, our nice rubber stop protectors here and here so it doesn't scratch your phone. And again, that goes down, stays in place. For your phone, you can do it horizontal, or some phones you could actually, some smaller ones, you could just put in there in vertical if you really wanted to. Alright, this is our cigarette socket right here. Again, there's nothing on there, it just plugs right into your cigarette lighter. And again, the back here, we have a speaker right here for hands-free calling. And then you pop it onto your FM transmitter to take it over the speakers too. Made in 2015, we like that. We have an on and off button right here on the side. Little plastic covering our little digital screen there. And again, twirls all around. Swivels up, swivels down in whatever direction you go. So this guy swivels about, not 180, well, almost 180, actually 180. And then this guy swivels down, swivels around. And on the bottom, guys, here we have our USB port here where you could charge another phone or your phone, your passenger's phone. And then on this side, we have what looks to be almost like a head jack for taking calls over earphones if you wanted to. So we're looking really good right there, guys. Very, very nice. Again, I will be mounting it like this, but again, folks with a straight in, you could just mount it in like that. You could even chill back a little bit like that, make it a little bit more desirable looking. All right, great product, guys. But we still need to test it out. Let's head downstairs. Let's jump in the car and see what this thing can do. Alright guys, first thing we see when we have it plugged in, and again, mine is straight down in my BMW here. So then I just swivel around here. Blue light comes on. Looks very nice, guys. And again, we just hit our on button here on the side. And it says BT. That's probably Bluetooth, of course. And so we're blinking there. Let's go ahead and try to connect it with a iPhone 6 here. And so with the iPhone 6, of course, guys, you just go under Settings and go over to Bluetooth. And then you're going to go ahead and search for other devices here. Well, it is still beeping here. And here we have BT8118. Okay, let's go ahead and hit that one. Let's go ahead and connect that again. Well, this is still going BT. Again, I just plugged it in, turn the on button on. That's blinking. We're good to go. All right, guys. Okay, guys, we are connected BT8118. That's what it's going to be labeled as. All right, guys, here I have my iPhone 6 here in the cradle. And we do have the AUX cable coming out of my iPhone 6 into the port on the side of the FM transmitter. I thought that was for earphones. It probably is as well. But again, that's the cable for the AUX. And again, when I plugged it in, it says AUX there. And then to change the radio station, if you're using the FM transmitter, you go ahead and hit these buttons here. So right here, you just go up, you go down, and I already have it on 87.7 up here on my radio, 87.7. So let me choose that channel. Let me turn on. And so now I'm playing what's here over my radio speakers, over my car speakers. So let's go ahead and turn that up here. We're getting a little bit of feedback, but that's only because I'm inside my garage, and so the reception isn't that good. But that should be crystal clear stereo sound if I remove myself from the inside the garage. So very nice, guys. We're plugged in there, we're looking real good. Alrighty guys, now we see my Sony Z Ultra. This is a 6.4 inch screen Sony phone. I'll link that down below if you're curious. It's almost like the size of a small tablet. As we can see here, it fits in there really nice, except for the only problem is I have some buttons up top that no matter what direction we put it, you have to kind of slide this off just a little bit so that you don't affect the power button, volume button, etc. It does put a little extra weight on it, but it is sturdy and it is holding it. And again, my AUX cable is hooked in right there, connected to Bluetooth, take some phone calls, etc. right there. Again, you'll have to read the instruction manual for all the awesome features, guys. But again, play your music, go over Bluetooth, hands-free phone calls, etc., etc. Really, really cool. So guys, this is it, full length here. That thing could actually hold a small tablet, maybe a 7-inch, maybe even an 8-inch tablet, depends upon the width or not. But again, my Sony phone is a 6.4 inch screen. And as we can see here at full width, guys, we still have about a 1/2 inch up there. And guys, when you're on the Bluetooth feature, just like the AUX cable feature, you will need to use Bluetooth via the radio. So you can take, again, you can take phone calls via Bluetooth. So right now I'm on the Bluetooth one here. So let's go ahead and call this number here. It's just an information line. And again, my radio's on.
Area code and the phone number.
And I'm listening to the calls over the speakers.
Or dial 1-800.
So again, I'm hearing a little bit of feedback because I am in my garage. But again, you can play around with the different stations in your area that might be a little bit better. Now, when I want to cut that off, I just turn off the radio, but the radio needs to be on in order to play music via Bluetooth or AUX cable. Again, let me show that real quickly. Let me go ahead and dial this number on my phone. And so we can see here I'm on 87.7, which matches this. And let's go ahead and end the call right now on this. Beautiful, guys. That ended the phone call right there via Bluetooth. Fantastic. Okay, guys, last feature. Let's go ahead and check Pandora. Let's see how we're jamming over Bluetooth, guys. Very nice. Again, a little bit of feedback as I'm in the garage. There we go. Okay now. I like that, guys. Again, feedback as I'm in the garage, but that's going to be definitely stereo clarity when I'm outside. I like it. I like it a lot, guys. Fantastic product. Get your hands on one. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this video has helped you make the decision on purchasing this product. Again, very nice, very sturdy, very well made, guys. Again, our FM transmitter here, remote control, little fuse, not sure exactly where that goes, probably in here somewhere. And again, guys, the AUX cable, which again, we're looking at about 24 inches, 2 feet right there. Fantastic product. Again, like all my videos, guys, look in the description box below this video for this exact product. I'll link it below. I'll link a longer cable if you need that as well, in different assorted colors, all that fun stuff, and subscribe. I have a lot more up and coming unboxing review videos. Also, check the channel out. I know you'll be impressed. I got a lot of just do-it-yourself jobs around the house, technology, computer fixes. Enjoy. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye.